Hi everyone, this is Zeffy here with part 2 of my tag video. As I was saying in the first part of the video, I was interrupted by the phone, so I'll start with this tag again. This tag is a little bit more ornate. I did it on my Ustream channel, which is Zeffy Scraps, and as a base I use the Romantique paper from Graphic 45. If you look carefully you can see some of it. That is a little piece of dictionary. It says summertime, a period from March to October when the clocks are advanced. So I added that. This was actually going to be a challenge for the Get Creative site, but I missed the deadline. I suppose that's what happens in the summer when you're relaxed and you take things easy. Well, that's what happens with me. I added some pink dab around the end. This lollipop, what color is it? This here. Pink sherbet. But then I didn't like it, and then I added some distress ink, Victorian velvet, and then maybe some picked raspberry as well. I can't remember. I used Inca Gold on the filigree there. I've added a piece of lace underneath here. I don't know if you can see underneath her there's some real lace, and that's some braid from the fussy old man on the island of Lesbos. My little leaves were actually very bright satin, and I've just put some gesso on them. This is that 3D flower that I showed you in the earlier video. I'll show you again in case you haven't seen the earlier one. This here, a Big's 3D flower. Flowers 3D. That one there, this. I'm trying to see if I made this. This is just a flower that I've made out of red cardboard. Yeah, and that's the smaller of the 3D flowers, and in there is a little paper clay flower that I've made and colored with my twinkling H2Os. And the butterfly I also just drew and punched the little holes into it. I can't remember what I punched the holes with. They're so tiny. I actually can't remember what I used to punch the holes. Can you see their tiny little holes? That's not the crocodile. I really don't remember what I used. Actually, this must be a die-cut butterfly that someone sent me. I didn't punch the holes in it. I don't have anything so small. Someone must have sent me this in a swap. It was plain white, and I just colored it and drew in the little abdomen and stuff. And then these are little rub-ons from the Ideology rub-ons. Let me see where I've got those. These here. It's from this pack here. And then, like I told you in the previous video, she's a little prima girl. I've added a little pearl on her head, and I just stamped the word fun there, so you could say summertime fun. And that's this tag, very plain. And then I just stamped a little bit of lace at the back in the green, just so I can pick up this green. And like I said in my first video, it's always easier to start a tag or a project when you've got something on your background that's already there, that you don't start with a white piece of paper. So I often like to use papers from my misting box. In this case I used this originally was a brown paper, like a deli paper that we get our vegetables in at the supermarket, and I used it, and I did jelly printing on it. So I was playing around with light colors so that you could see it on the craft, and I really loved this paper. So I just used my Claudia Helmut medium, and I put it on, and I put it on a craft paper so that when you turn it around it looks pretty. And that's just a die cut. I'm not sure what, it must be a Prima die cut. I can't remember what. Eventually those die cuts all fall out of that chipboard. So what I've done with my die cuts is this now, and I'm finding I use them a lot easier. I put them all in a jar, so when I want something I just open the jar and throw them all out. And I'm finding I'm using them a lot more, because when they away in drawers you don't see them. So that's the die cut with the little doily at the back, and this is like a little chicken fence piece of lace that I found on the island, and this is also just some ribbon. So that's that with a little foam flower. Then this, I thought I'd do something different. I got a bit tired of the tags. So you all recognize these stamps, I'm sure. They are the Dilutions range. That's the little girl. And then the leaves are these leaves here. And I stamped them on a green piece of paper. It was a pattern paper with green archival ink, and then I fussy cut them and I made her hair, and I've just added a tiny little bit of lace there, if you can see it, and some washes, and that's just with a Martha Stewart punch, a bit of a border there. And I've used Dilutions, the pink paint on here as well. And then the little circles, I don't know if you can see the circles vaguely on the side there. They stamped with the cork. So that's that, and I've just done a little bit of stamping at the back there. So that's very basic. And then the last one is just plain. That's a little Prima flower. This is a piece of that magazine. I'll show you the vintage magazine, and I've just stamped over it with distress inks. You can hardly see it, but it's just there, another layer. A bit of lace. These are little stickers, and this is a little veneer, wood veneer heart that I just inked up with a bit of mustard ink, and that's a little chipboard button. Very basic. Okay girls, that's all for now, and boys, I always forget the boys when I say bye-bye or hello. Excuse me gentlemen, there's quite a number of you that are crafting now, so we need to say crafters or something, or friends. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping to do more videos in the future and more Ustreaming, so stick around and keep well. And I might even show you my space if it looks a little bit neater than what it looks now, because all of a sudden I'm just swamped with things, new things I've bought, and oh, must I show you what I bought, what I got today? I'm sure you've all seen it, but ta-da! 12 days of Christmas have arrived. Should I share it? I'm not sure. Maybe I will, especially for the Greek girls. I got the big one and the little one, and I got the papers. Where are they? You know the plain papers, the little pad. I can't decide whether I like the big one or the small one better, but I think there'll be uses for both of them. This is a sticker sheet, really quite nice. These are the pockets. I actually should have played around with the pockets a little bit. How about we do that right now? There's quite a lot in here, I think, on both sides. It just looks so nice, and what I was thinking is maybe even tracing them to use them as templates. See, what happens is you fold that over and then you put the glue on there and you close it. But look how pretty it is. It's got this little die cut piece that will go around the other side. So it's really pretty. Look, really cute. I didn't fold it properly. I need to score it. How cute is that? And we all have little dies that can do that. You can do it on a bigger one too. This will be nice. Over here you could maybe put your page in there and it can go into a mini album and turn like this. That'll be so cool. So that's the one. And then they have tags that go in here. Oh, don't tell me there's only... here's another pocket. That one's also pocket. Let's see that quickly. This is fancy smanchy. Oh, this looks like it's 2 layers. Can you see? It gives the illusion that you've got 2 pieces of paper. And I don't know if you can notice, I actually haven't folded them. I don't think I folded them long. What they've done is this little piece is a little bit longer than the bottom piece, so it makes an opening. It doesn't sit flush. Can you see? That is cool. I like this one. I wouldn't even fold that over. I like it like this. But once again, there's a score line there, so this can fold over. But I like it like that. Looks like a cracker almost. I hate these little bits. I like to file them away. It's good when you, like in this instance, can you see where you get these points? It's good to cut them on the diagonal. Just trim them off like this and they're not going to worry. Can you see if you cut them off it will close better. This is a strange one. It's got like a little name thingy and then that. I can't imagine. This I would actually put on a present or something because it's pretty on both sides. Anyway, that got me thinking. So there you go, girls. And I got the flowers. When I make the flowers, I'll show you. I think they're going to be stunning. I'm not mad for this side. This is my favorite paper, this one. Oh, love it. I think I bought the set just for that paper. Look, the rest of it is also gorgeous, but this is what I fell in love with, the blue one. This one here. I fell in love with it. I just adore it. And on that note, I'll leave you. Keep well. Have a good month. It's the 1st of October today. We've got 3 months and then it's Christmas. Bye, girls and boys.